So you've got your base made and you're about to go through and put a chamfer on the edge. Now a chamfer is a 45-degree cut coming along the edge here. It's nice, it's a decorative feature. Doesn't need to be there, but it looks nice, so we put it on. Now to do that, we're gonna need a few things. Today you're gonna need earmuffs, you're gonna need glasses, you're gonna need an apron, you're gonna need any long hair tied up. You're also gonna have to have any jewelry, rings, anything removed. Why? Well, because we're in a workshop and it's unsafe to have them. Now from here, you need to go through and you really need to ensure that you have selected the best piece, best face up. And for the best face up, it actually means the face with the worst edges. So when I was selecting my piece, I had some little dints in the sides. As you can see, I've tried to make this video a couple of times, so we've got this piece here, but we've got a few dints in the sides and some chipping out down here. And so that's what I went through and removed. That's why I chose this top edge. I chose the worst edges for the top, because you're not really gonna see the rest of it. It's gonna be hidden inside the box. Now from here, after you've selected the side with the worst edges, you're gonna come through, you're gonna put it in the jig. It's called the cutlery holder base jig. It's pretty self-explanatory. And you're gonna do it up, and you're gonna do it tight, firm. I say firm, you don't need to over tighten because you're just gonna damage the jig. Ultimately, we just want it so this piece is not going anywhere. Now, once you've got it in there, you must, once again, apply all those safety PPE, the protective equipment, and we're gonna come through and we're gonna cut back. Now, there's a few steps you need to be very aware of. Step 1, go back 2 cm, go back 2 centimeters, and I'm gonna write this on the jig for you. Go back 2 centimeters, right to left, right from the corner. And the reason we do that is because it's gonna stop it from chipping out. Right to left, max of 2 centimeters. Then we stop it and we leave it on the piece whilst we stop it. From there, we then come around and we start once again on this very edge, and you might even start over this edge just a little bit and take a little bit off there and then come around. And we do this because it cuts better and smoother, and it's not going to jump around as much if it's left to right. It has to do with the way the blade spins. So facing you, putting pressure this way, left to right. Now, as you can see, I've got the jig in a side vise so that I can face it this way and get access to it. It's a nice, easy, comfortable way to access this jig, so please go ahead and utilize that feature. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a test piece, and let's show you how it's done. Step 1, put jig on the base without this router bit touching the edge. So it's not sitting up hard against it, it's just touching the base. And the reason we do that is for safety. Step 2, it's going to kick back a bit, so we're holding it firmly. We turn it on. From there, you need to keep it nice and flat. With 2 hands, bring it up to the corner, bring it in, and then bring it around the corner. Then bring it off, and turn it off. The reason we turn it off on your piece is so it doesn't damage the wire, doesn't catch your fingers or any of your clothing or aprons or anything, and it's the safest possible way. And what you're gonna see there is I've got a nice little chamfer popped up on that corner there. It looks quite nice, it's quite a feature, and you can't see it, so let me show you. You've got that coming through there. It's just a nice little edging there. It looks good. But now we need to come through and do the rest of the edge. So for that, ultimately, come here, sit that once again off, sit it on but not touching the router bit. Just the edge on. I've probably got about a centimeter overhang onto the piece. Turn that on, 2 hands. Holding that nice and flat. And once you're done, turn it off and just hold it flat and away from your piece. That's stopped there, and you've done one side. The next step would be to undo this, spin it, redo it back up, and repeat. Once again, with the router, safety is always glasses, earmuffs, apron on. The safest way to use a router is to always keep this onto your project whilst the bit is moving. Never ever start the router hard up against your piece, because it's going to grab it and throw it, and the router's going to jump around. Take care, be careful, be cautious, and as always, be safe. If you do have any concerns or issues or need any assistance, please do ask me, because I'm here to help you. Congratulations on once again finishing another video and another step. See you in the next one.